The good thing about motorsports is we're very willing to take risk. And I think that's one of the areas that I've seen the most. When I've been asked to speak at some different industries, they've kind of said, how do you guys go so fast at innovation? And I think a lot of it comes down to how much risk we're willing to take. So there's a couple of sort of good anecdotes that I've come across over the years. I had a boss once upon a time who said, how come nothing's failed this year before the new car launch? And we said, oh, because we're doing a good job. And he said, well, it must be overweight then, mustn't it? And then the following year, we go a little bit too far and too many things are failing. And he's like, why are we going so far on things? And we said, well, you wanted to see how close we were to the edge. And he's like, okay, now you're going a bit too far over the edge. Too many things are failing. But there's a kind of fine balance between knowing that you are, I suppose, going far enough and taking enough risk and taking too much risk that you don't even finish the race. So, in motor racing, they always say that to finish first, you first have to finish. So there's a really fine line between failing enough to get performance and sort of fail fast, fail often. I do believe that that's quite a good saying you can take from Silicon Valley and apply. It certainly happens in motor racing. So the nice balance between failure and risk is really important. And then I think another area is freedom to think. So there was something we saw from 3M. They had the 20% rule, and I think Google might use this as well, where people are allowed to use 20% of their time to think freely about ideas. So not be blamed, or you've got to be able to think openly and not people don't think you're crazy. So the classic brainstorming problem of people saying, well, that won't work. You've got to be allowed to take it a little bit further to see where it could go. So that's where I find is useful in motorsports. We can explore different directions and not be afraid to take some risks.